Hey everybody, I'm Amanda the G, and let me be the first person to wish you Happy New Year, unless I am not, and then in which case this doesn't matter at all and I'm just one of the other million inconsequential people who wished you a Happy New Year first. But hey, it's almost 2020. Since it's New Year's Eve on 2019, I figured I would post 2019 a year in review, and if you're thinking this is gonna be like some political thing or some like national or international thing going over shit that happened to everyone else, hell no. If you want to watch that or see that, go and do a Google search, because instead I'm doing my 2019 with the help of my lovely scrapbook that I make for myself. So in January, my old job sent me back overseas, back to Germany. So I went back to a small town in Germany, like 2 small towns, and then I got really freaking sick of being in the same small town. So one weekend I took a train randomly, figured it out all by myself, go me, and then took a train to Esslingen and spent a day in Esslingen just so I was in a different small town in Germany. But this time when I went, there was like this nice spa room to hang out in, and then I had some really interesting food in Esslingen because the veggie burger said it had pineapple on it, but it turned out the patty was the pineapple, but it was really good. And I also got pink eye in another country. Then I came back in February and got fired by my company because of course they let me go after that. And then I did some costumes, and then I decided I was gonna do a costume a month in 2019, and that clearly went incredibly well because I totally did a costume a month in 2019. I did some paintings with Painting with a Twist because I like to go to Painting with a Twist and then feel like I accomplished something. Some of them I didn't really feel that accomplished after, but I did a few different paintings. And I also attempted a Bob Ross painting, which, okay, that man was magic. That was really difficult. I did the best I could. I got some plants for my house, which by the way, they're still alive. One of them has definitely died, that I keep trying to tell myself is not dead, and I keep watering it anyway, but rest in peace, it is definitely gone. But, and one is kind of a little bit sad looking, but the rest of them are all great, so the rest of them are all alive, so they're still going. Yay me! I redid the stairs down to my basement, which was really cool, and I also went on a beer quest and managed to find this beer that I really wanted, which ended up tasting kind of like a wine beer. It's a wine beer. It's a beer and it's a wine. It's not quite wine and it's not quite beer. It's very interesting. There's a whole taste test on my channel if you want to go see that. But good luck getting this beer because it was only released like once. I went to a couple of Cardinals games. Go Cards! They didn't really win the games that I went to, but I did go to a few of them, and one of them had really great seats. Then to get to some of the sad things that happened, my grandmother passed away, which I don't really want to talk about, and my dog also passed away, which I also don't really want to talk about. So instead, we're gonna move on to the fact that one of my friends moved away, which is also another sad thing. But before she did, I helped her get her house kind of ready, and we had the best bonfire ever demoing a chicken coop. I also managed to find a place that sold me vegan ice cream in a cone, like from a scoop. I gave myself mermaid hair, which of course is now faded red hair because I also gave myself red hair, and now it's faded to this one because this was 2 colors mixed together, so the bright faded away, but I still really like it. And by I gave myself, I meant I went to a salon and paid somebody to do it because I needed a professional. I baked probably the best pie ever, and it was made from whiskeyed peaches. It was phenomenally delicious, and it also looked pretty damn good. Go me. And I made my Halloween costume, which was amazing, and then I had to do a backup second Halloween costume because it got too damn cold to wear mine, and I still managed to tie for first place and win the costume contest as a last-minute Beetlejuice. I got a new job, and it's so much better for me than my old one was, so, you know, I guess it's a good thing that I got fired. I went to Colorado and drove on the scariest death road ever, and I will never drive through Rocky Mountain National Park ever again. I will be a passenger, possibly, maybe, but I will not be in that driver's seat. That was awful. I finally got around to making myself a sweater and doing some knitting and crocheting that was just for me, and I also knit myself a hat So I made a sweater and a hat that were just for me and not for like selling them, which was really nice to just do things not as commission. I went a little too hard at the gym and managed to break a piece off of an elliptical machine. Don't worry, I put it back. It's okay, I think. I had my first Christmas 100% alone with no person or dog, which was difficult, but all things considered, not all that bad, and I did manage to spend all of Christmas Eve again cleaning out my basement again, which I know is something that I've done a lot, but I switched everything that was in cardboard boxes into plastic bins, and I got rid of a ton of stuff, like 2 bags of trash, a whole crap ton of recycling, and I donated like 4 boxes worth of stuff, like 4 or 5 boxes worth of stuff. And I could not fathom going through all of it because it was just too overwhelming, but I got through most of it and just shoved things into it, and I have tons of extra room now, and I have an extra storage box that's not even being used, and it's all protected and all in plastic, so I'm very proud of myself for actually getting that done. I got rid of my claws, my fake nails, and now I just have real nails, but look, they're growing, kind of. Some of them are having more of a trouble, but this is my goal nail. My goal is to get all my nails like this nail. And if you're wondering, this nail polish color is called You've Got a Friend in Thor. And as far as this channel is concerned, I posted videos, started out the year, still doing my 2 videos a week, cut back to 1 video a week and kept that. And guess what? That's where we're staying at, because this 1 video a week thing is really working for me and 2 is really not gonna happen. So cut back to 1 video a week, changed my outro, and somehow managed to get to God, there's stuff in my face. Managed to get to 300 subscribers, which was amazing. So thank you for that. I really didn't expect that happening. I think that happened on like Thanksgiving or something like that, somewhere around that time. And yeah, just kept posting, kept being my weird, crazy self. And thank you for a great 2019. I say kind of somewhat truthfully, but also somewhat sarcastically, because 2019 can kind of suck it. But moving on to 2020. Let me know how your year in review was and what you thought about mine. Again, I still have a hair attached to my mouth. Stay fresh, cheese bags. It's still cold though.